Peachy Pilates. Happy November. This month's move of the month is our Pilates Mermaid. We're going to work some different variations on the mat. We'll start with most basic and then build things up all the way into an advanced variation. All you need is a mat. We're starting just sitting down. You're going to bring the legs straight out in front of you, just extended. Your knees can be bent a little bit if that helps you sit up tall due to tight hamstrings. Once you're sitting up nice and tall, you'll just bring your arms out like a nice T. Feel yourself grow an inch taller, more space between those ribs and those hips. We're going to tip on over to the left here until your left arm taps the mat. Once your hand taps the mat, you're going to reach up overhead with that right arm and feel space all the way down from your hip out those top fingertips. So notice that your hip might be trying to lift away like this. The goal is for both hips to stay down so that this movement can come from the spine. Laterally flexing, stretching one side obliques, strengthening the other side, moving them closer together. You'll take a big inhale here, and then on the exhale, you'll just bring your arms back to that T. Use your obliques to lift up high, high, high. It's like you're moving between two panes of glass. We're going right on over to the other side, tipping down. Once that right hand meets, I lift up overhead with my left hand. I use my obliques to move like I'm between two panes of glass. So your chest stays nice and open towards the screen, and then you'll lift back up, feel almost weightless coming back up to the top. We'll do two more in each direction. Breathe in as you reach up and over. It's going to expand the muscles between the ribs. Breathe out as you lift up, more support. Breathing in to reach up and over. Feels good, nice stretch of the spine. Strengthening here on that way up, grow even taller. One more in each direction like this. Then we'll make things a little bit more challenging here. Once you come back to center, back to that T, we're going to move the legs into what we call a Z sit. What this means is one shin is going to fold back parallel about to that short edge of your mat, and then the other shin will fold in front of you parallel to the front long edge of your mat. So one shin is folded back like this little pretzel, the other foot is tapping my thigh straight across, and just like I did with two straight legs, can I anchor both of my hips? A little bit more challenging to keep the hips down in this position. You'll bring your arms out to a nice T. Now first I'm going to go over to the right because I want to go over to the open hip side first. So I'll tip right on over, stretch up and over, same thing. Can I keep my opposite hip down and then reach up nice and high to that T before tipping over to the other side. So you'll notice in this Z sit position, both sides of the torso feel a lot different as you take that mermaid, that side bend. Where before both sides were pretty equal with the legs straight out, this time you're going to feel different from one side to the other because of the position of those legs. We'll still go in both directions, however, noticing that. Breathing through it here, same inhale on the way over, exhale to grow tall. One more in each direction like this. Gorgeous. Coming back to that T when you're ready and relaxing those arms down. This time I'm going to stack my knees one on top of the other. So both shins are going to come about parallel to that short edge of the mat. The bottom foot can kind of be in front of the top leg foot. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And then the knees are a little bit separated, but they're sort of stacked on top of one another. Think like that mermaid shape Ariel sitting on her rock there in the ocean. So aiming to sit as tall as you can. This time, I'm just going to go over to that one open side. So my arms are at a T. I'm going to tip over towards that open side, try to keep my hips as anchored as I can, and reach all the way up overhead to that side bend. This is the most challenging variation for your balance. And then you'll lift yourself back up to that T, a little harder there to support. Inhale to reach up and over. And then exhale to come back to that T. This time you're gonna reach up and over. You're gonna pause in that little side bend shape. We're gonna press into both those feet in their teeny staggered stance, and I'm gonna lift my hips up off the mat. Full side bend. So notice how this thing makes things a whole lot more challenging. I'm going to start to bring my hips back down, bending my knees, and then I'm going to pop back up to my T. So I tip over, side bend. Find my foundation, press into the feet, straighten those legs, and send my hips nice and high, lowering down with control, and then coming back to that T. We'll do one more of these. Inhale, tip up and over, press into those feet. Exhale, lift, lift, lift the hips nice and high. Lower down with control, and then bring yourself to that T. Beautiful. Relaxing the arms down. Great work. Tough variation on your mermaid there. We'll just swing the legs on over. Repeat the same exercises on the other side. Press, rewind, and congratulations. That's your November move of the month, our mermaid.